can submit. Poster वर voucher वर लिहिलेत ना. Let us start the lecture. Good afternoon, everyone. Is there any problem in joining the lecture? You can ask your friends to join the lecture now. In the last lecture, we have started with the principle of least action. We have to prove the principle of a least action. In that, we have seen the statement. What the statement tells us the conservative scleronomic system in which H is conserved, the principle of a least action states that delta variation in action is zero. What is a consideration? First, we have a conservative system, right? First, we have a conservative system. What do we mean by conservative system? In which the force acting is a constant. Okay, again the next thing provided is a scleronomic condition is there. So we have to prove that delta variation in action is equal to 0, or we can say that line integral of the twice the kinetic energy is having the extremum value. How to find out extremum? We have to find out the delta variation in that. We have to equate it to 0, or we can have a capital delta variation in action is 0. Okay, so last lecture we have written delta equal to 0, which means that delta variation in the value of action. What is a definition of action? We have seen in the last lectures, somewhere in the last lecture, that is 2t delta dt is equal to 0. Simply I have written the definition of action we have. Okay, now we know that from the first chapter 2t is equals to, what is the value for 2t from the first chapter last theorems? It is qj dot into dou t by dou qj dot. But now we are in the case of a scleronomic system. What is a consideration in the scleronomic system? We know that if in the case of scleronomic system, potential energy is not a function of a generalized velocity. So V is not a function of a qj dot, and hence we can have dou L by dou qj dot is equals to dou by dou qj dot of t minus v. L is nothing but t minus v, no? So simply it will be dou t by dou qj dot. Why it is dou t by dou qj dot only? Because minus dou v by dou qj dot will be nothing but 0. This term is 0. Why? Because potential energy is not a function of a generalized velocity. Hence, now this value of dou t by dou qj dot, we can substitute this one because these two are same. This is 0, no? So these two are equal. So on the next line, I can write 2t is equals to summation over j qj dot into value of this is nothing but dou L by dou qj dot. Now, if you remember dou L by dou qj dot from the first chapter, I told you that the value of dou L by dou qj dot is nothing but Pj. Okay. So now we reduce to this one, that's 2t is equals to summation over Pj qj dot, right? So value of 2t we can substitute here. 2t चा value substitute करू शकतो ना आता. So delta variation in the T0 to T1, 2t is nothing but summation over j Pj qj dot into dt is equal to 0. That is our aim to prove. This is equal to 0. हे आपल्याला prove करायचे आहे. To prove that. Okay. So if I want to prove this is equal to 0, for that we will consider one thing, that the figure that I have drawn in the last lecture for you. What was the figure? Suppose this is what our A, B, C is a valid path, and this, sorry, ABC is a actual path that we have followed, and say this is PQR is a valid path which should be followed, and this is what a time t0 at initial stage, and here is the time t1. You remember the last lecture we have drawn this image. This is time t axis and this is qj axis. This is what the value of Q1 here, and here is Q2. Okay, and this is what T naught plus something, that we can write it as T naught plus delta T naught. Similarly, here we can write this is what T naught, sorry, T1 plus delta T1, the endpoint. For the endpoint, it is T1, so hence we have added T1 plus delta T1. Okay, so simply whatever the figure I have drawn, I have given the example also, that from hostel to department or the class you have to come, then you can come directly, or you can go to canteen, or you can go somewhere else, or you can go to library and then come back to department. So in this capital delta variation, time is allowed to vary. Time can vary, and in the small delta t, time is equal to delta t is zero. Why? Because time is fixed. Okay. So if we want to prove this statement equal to zero, we know that what we know that h is equals to summation over j pj qj dot minus l. This statement we have already studied what is the value of h. Okay. So from this equation, this is what our aim to prove, no? हे आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचं डेल्टा व्हेरिएशन इन दिस इज इक्वल टू 0. Now we'll find out the value is the value of summation over j pj qj dot. Summation over j pj qj dot is nothing but h plus l. Let us name it as say equation 1, which we want to prove. Let us name it as say equation 2. Now using equation 2 in 1, we have what is our aim to prove now? T naught to T1 h plus l dt equal to 0. हे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे आपल्याला. To prove that. Right. So have you understood up to this step? What is our aim to prove in the conservative scleronomic system? Delta variation in action is zero. Okay. Anyone else having a doubt? फक्त आपण
No, ma'am.
substitute केले. 2t चा value in terms of qj dot dou t by dou qj dot, this we have studied from the first chapter, and simply we have substituted dou L by dou qj dot. Since we are in the case of scleronomic, potential energy is not a function of generalized velocity, and now we have substituted dou L by dou qj dot as pj, and from the equation of h we have substituted 2t, that is summation over pj qj dot is nothing but h plus l. आता आपल्याला हे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे. This one is equal to 0. What do you mean by if I want to prove this equation is equal to 0? Which means that I have to prove this h is equal to minus l. जर आपल्याला हे प्रूव्ह करायचे असेल तर h is equal to minus l हे प्रूव्ह करावं लागेल, किंवा l is equals to minus h. Okay. So if I substitute h is equal to minus l, or l is equals to minus h, so this will be equal to 0, and hence the result. Okay, this statement will be proved automatically. So for that, let me write down what is given to us in the scleronomic system. H is constant. Okay, we are provided consideration is a scleronomic system. In the last lecture also I told you that somewhere in the starting of the third chapter we have studied the two theorems. What are those two theorems related to scleronomic and rheonomic system, in which we have proved that H is constant of motion and total energy, and in scleronomic h may be constant of motion but it is not a total energy. In that lecture I have told you that are asked for the set exam. Okay, so now we are in the case of scleronomic system, in which h will be constant. So hence now we can write it as integration t naught to t1. What is the value? 2t. 2t च्या values हे आली ना, h plus l. So which is equal to integration h this capital delta should be there, capital delta h t naught to t1 dt plus t naught to t1 delta l dt. If h is constant, we can write this as h. This delta we can operate t. Since h is constant, it may be outside. So this will be simply delta t. Integration of dt is t within the limit say t naught to t1. h हे constant आहे म्हणून हे लिहू शकतो ना आपण. Now next term we have to write it as it is, delta variation t naught to t1 L dt. Okay. So this is what say equation number 3. Now what is our aim to prove? These two are, this equation is equal to 0. If I want to prove this equation 3 is equal to 0, what I will prove, because we cannot touch this one. h हे constant आहे म्हणजे हे तर as it is fixed राहणार आहे. म्हणजे आपल्याला काय प्रूव्ह करावं लागेल? This whole term is equals to minus of h delta t within the limit t naught to t1. Correct? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this term will be as it is, and this term we have to prove it is minus of h dt. If I want to prove equation 3 is equal to 0. So we cannot do anything for this term. So let us evaluate. We will consider the second term only. We will do something for second term so that we can prove this is equal to minus of h delta t within the limit t naught to t1. Delta variation t naught to t1 L dt. Okay, what is the value of capital delta we have found from the last lecture is the relation between capital delta and small delta we have found with the help of f. F is a function of qj, qj dot and t. With the help of that we have found this relation, integration say t naught to t1 L dt. Okay. From the last lecture I have simply written the relation between capital delta and small delta. Now let us evaluate. This is what integration t naught to t1 delta variation of this one L dt. Okay, plus d by dt of capital delta t integration t naught to t1. I think कुणाचं तर unmute आहे. Please unmute yourself. If you want to speak, then only you have to unmute. Okay, now let us evaluate this one. So let us keep this as it is. We cannot do anything for this term. We will keep this integration t naught to t1 L dt, right? Now, if I keep dt outside, and this is what d by dt of integration t naught to t1 L dt is equal to delta variation t naught to t1 L dt plus delta t. Right, here integration is with respect to t and derivative is also with respect to t. Integration derivative both are with respect to t, both are get cancelled, and hence we can write it as simply L. Okay, within the limits t naught to t1. Okay. Now let us evaluate this term. How to evaluate this term? Okay, let us name it as say equation 4. After evaluating this term, we will put it in our equation 4. And after evaluating equation 4, we will put back in equation 3. Okay. Let us see what we have done. Initially, we have to prove delta A equal to 0. Okay, delta A equal to 0 means delta 2t equal to 0 we have to prove. Integration 3 naught to 3 1. After that, we have found the value of summation over j pj qj dot. And then we have found the value is h plus l. After that, we have got the equation 3. If I want to prove equation 3 equal to 0, we have to prove that this term is equal to minus of this term. Why? Because h is constant in case of scleronomic system. Okay. And then we have evaluated the second part of our equation 3. Now this is as it is. Now we have to evaluate this one. Okay, let us evaluate. Consider delta variation T naught to T1 LDT equal to integration T naught to T1. This is summation over J L with respect to Qj delta Qj plus summation over J L with respect to Qj dot into delta Qj dot plus L with respect to T into delta T, right? Into outside of this bracket is dt as it is. Okay. Now we know that what we know our equation, Lagrange's equation of a motion is dou L by dou Qj minus d by dt of dou L by dou Qj dot is equal to 0. Equal to 0 म्हणजे आपण हे दोन्ही equal आहे म्हणून लिहू शकतो, right? So now let us substitute this one in our above equation. That means we have to solve the equation 4. For solving equation 4, we have to evaluate this consideration. That means first term of equation 4, which is equal to d by dt of what is the value of L with respect to Qj dot is nothing but your Pj, and hence we get the Pj dot because Pj derivative of Pj with respect to T is Pj dot, which is equal to dou L by dou Qj. Okay. And we know that small delta variation in T is 0 within the limit T naught to T1. Capital delta variation here time la vary karto, but small delta variation is not allowed, will not allow time to vary. Okay. So for that we can now write this equation as this dou L by dou Qj, we can write it as Pj dot. Dou L by dou Qj dot is nothing but Pj. Okay, these two terms we have to substitute here. So now what is our above equation? This equation we have to write once again. After substituting all those values T naught to T1 L dt equal to integration T naught to T1, the value of this summation over J as it is. This is what Pj dot, right? L with respect to Qj is Pj dot, okay, into delta Qj plus this summation as it is L with respect to Qj dot is nothing but your Pj into delta Qj dot plus this term is 0 because since delta T within the limit T naught to T1 is 0. Okay. So we have obtained this equation. Now let us evaluate this equation. How to find out the answer for this equation is, let me write down this integration T naught to T1 as it is. This summation over J is also common for both the terms, right? Now if I keep d by dt outside and let me write down inside as Pj delta Qj dt. Okay, both are having the integration with respect to T. Integration is as with respect to T. This dt I have written once again. Now you can see here whether whatever the adjustment I have done, whether we will get the same equation. Okay, a summation and over J are common. Okay, d by dt. Okay, so if I want to evaluate the derivative of this term, this will be derivative of first term, that is Pj dot at that time delta Qj as it is. Correct. So we got the first term plus Pj as it is derivative of delta Qj, that is Qj dot with respect to T we are finding now. Getting me? What is the adjustment done here?
Yes, ma'am.
So now here we can see integration is with respect to T, derivative is also with respect to T. Now we can write the above equation as, we can write this as, okay, instead of that first we will evaluate Okay, this is what T naught to T1 d by dt of summation over j pj. Value of this small delta I have to substitute by using the relation that we have obtained in the last lecture, relation between capital delta and small delta into qj, this dt as it is equal to, simply I have substituted the value of small delta in terms of capital delta. This is what summation over j pj, this delta into qj minus summation over j as it is, this pj as it is, d by dt of this. Wait for a few minutes, I think something is missing. This d by dt will be there. This d by dt as it is, summation over j into qj, right? Okay. Integration is with respect to t. Okay. We have to solve it very carefully, so that's why I am telling you to write it once. This is summation over j pj delta qj. Integration is with respect to t minus integration t naught to t1, derivative with respect to t, and here pj, this qj with respect to t is qj dot integration with respect to t. Okay. Now integration derivative with respect to t, so we get the resultant term as summation over j pj delta qj minus the next term here, this summation as it is, summation over j, what is the integration derivative get cancelled, we get pj qj dot, sorry, delta t is remaining here, तो विसरलो आपण, delta t as it is carry करायचं होतं ना, delta t as it is, so here also somewhere delta t, delta t, now it is within the limit t naught to t1 as we have evaluated the integration. Now if we consider the capital delta, we know that what we know about the capital delta, it is consideration that time is allowed to vary, but qj's are fixed out. qj है fixed है, that means the points p and q, initial and final positions are fixed out. So delta qj काय येणार आहे, हे 0 चे येणार आहे. Okay, so this whole term will be 0 since endpoints are fixed out. Okay, minus what we get, the minus summation over j pj qj dot into delta d within the limit t naught to t1. हे कशाची व्हॅल्यू आहे, we have evaluated the value of a small delta, right? Delta integration t naught to t1 L dt, we have got it is minus of summation over j ej qj dot into delta t within the limit t naught to t1, right? This value we have obtained. Now let me name it as some next number we have. हे equation solve केलेत ना आपण. So now we have to put हे equation solve केलेत. From equation 4 first term we have solved. So now let us put up the equation 5 in equation 4. Substituting equation 5 in equation 4. Using 5 in 4, we get, what we get is, what is our equation 5? Equation 4 is, equation 4 काय है आपला, हे है ना, consideration हे होतं. Okay, capital delta integration t naught to t1 L delta. Putting equation 4 and 5, we get capital delta integration t naught to t1 L dt. हे काय आलं आपलं, first term is minus summation over j pj qj dot delta t within the limit t naught to t1 plus from equation 4 which term as it is, इथे काय होतं आपलं, capital delta integration t naught to t1 L dt. हेच इव्हॅल्युएट करत होतो ना आपण हे. So this is what our equation 4 plus काय होतं इथे dl delta t t naught to t1. Okay, now let me write this as it is equal to what are the terms common we can take. Integration t naught to t1 हे common है, delta t पण common है. So what remains in the bracket, L minus summation over j pj qj dot. Okay, so now we can write from h काय होता आपला, summation over j pj qj dot minus L. Okay, आता L minus this term काय होणार आहे मग ह्याची व्हॅल्यू फ्रॉम this equation? Can you tell me?
H.
Okay, so value of this term we can write it as h.
H, ma'am.
H delta t within the limit t naught to t1, right? I think it should be minus h, na?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This h will be here. It is minus h. Here summation as it. This will be with negative sign. So we have obtained value of capital delta integration t naught to t1 L dt. Let us substitute this equation 6 in our equation
Third
3.
equation.
Correct. केलं होतं ना आपण हे. हां, इथे पुटअप करायचं. ह्याची व्हॅल्यू आपण फाइंड आउट केली ना. दिस व्हॅल्यू वी हॅव इव्हॅल्युएटेड फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 4. ओके, इक्वेशन 4 सॉल्व्ह केल्यानंतर आपल्याला परत इक्वेशन 3 मध्ये पुटअप करायचं. ओके, सो सबस्टिट्यूटिंग दिस इन अवर इक्वेशन 3 and hence we get the result. Okay, what is our equation 3 now? Capital delta integration t naught to t1 to t dt equal to हे as it is असणार आहे h d delta t t naught to t1. ह्याची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला सबस्टिट्यूट करायची होती. ह्याच्यासाठी आपण काय केलं, फर्स्ट वी हॅव कम टू इक्वेशन 3. इक्वेशन 3च्या फर्स्ट टर्म इव्हॅल्युएट करून इक्वेशन 4 पर्यंत आलो. इक्वेशन 4 मधला फर्स्ट टर्म इव्हॅल्युएट करून इक्वेशन 5 हे इक्वेशन 4 मध्ये पुटअप केला. After substituting equation 4 in 3, we get the result. So value of this term we have got it as minus of h delta t within the limit t naught to t1, and hence we get this value equal to 0, which means that 2t in delta variation in action is 0. Why it is action, because this is what the definition now. This is A. Delta variation in action equal to 0, and hence the result. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this way, we have completed our third chapter. Any doubt up to third chapter from the first one? You can ask any type of a doubt from first to third. Okay, but we have seen in the third chapter, starting first, we have seen the Hamilton's principle. After that, we have derived the Lagrange's equation of motion from Hamilton's principle. And then we have seen modified Hamilton's principle. After modified Hamilton's principle, we have seen whether the new Lagrangian also satisfy Lagrange's equation of motion. Then we have derived Hamilton's canonical equations of motion. I told you that this Hamilton's canonical equations of motion are very important for your examination point of view, MCQ, as well as for net examinations. And we have seen after that a Ruthian procedure. The Ruthian will work as a Lagrangian as well as Hamiltonian. In case of cyclic coordinate, it will work as a Hamiltonian. Since for cyclic coordinate, if Qj is cyclic, corresponding Pj will be absent. And for non-cyclic coordinate, Ruthian will work as a Lagrangian. One example we have solved by using R. Okay. In that we have gone for finding H. After finding H, we have gone for finding R. We have found Hamiltonian, Ruthian. After that, we have gone for the cases. In the case 1, we have gone for the case of cyclic and non-cyclic coordinate. For cyclic, we have gone for Hamilton's canonical equations of motion. And for non-cyclic, we have gone for solving by using Ruthian equation of motion instead of having Lagrange's equation of motion. Right? एलच्या जागी आर लिहिलो तर आपण काय होणार आहे ते रुदियन इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन ते प्रूव्ह केलेत ना आपण रुदियन प्रोसिजर मध्ये. And after that we have seen the this capital delta variation and small delta variation and definition of action and principle of least action. Okay. In short, I have repeated. I don't know how many of you got this. If you have a doubt, any type of a doubt in this, you can ask. Okay, if you're not having a doubt, let us see in the lecture. In the next lecture, we will start with the fourth chapter, that is kinematics of the rigid body. Because if I start it now, it will not be completed, because for introduction we need at least one lecture. So let us stop the lecture. If you are not having any doubt, you can leave the meeting.